Okay, song right now. Team. Palace within my dreams. And you know we're on each other's team. So much to talk about today. Right? Okay. You know we're on each other's team. All right, let me give you the story, the background. Interesting. So right now, we've got a sewer. There's an easement between that neighbor and this neighbor, okay? They own 20% of the, or 20 feet of it. My landlord owns 20 feet of it, but they're allowed, the city is allowed to use the easement, okay? People are trying to claim it as their own, but literally, in all reality, it isn't owned by either one of these neighbors, my landlord nor the one there. It is owned by the government, which means, think about, just think about that. Both are claiming the rights to something that doesn't belong to either one of them. This song, we're on each other's team, right? They're told to maintain it. It's kind of like our planet. This planet is ours to maintain, but it's owned by God. We don't own it, and we don't own each other. So this song comes on, and then what they're doing is they're cleaning out the sewer. They're cleaning out the sewer. Something's backed up, something that needs to be cleaned out. This morning I got a message from my landlord saying that my prince is depressed. He's lethargic, he's unhappy. You know, he probably feels like he's been abandoned by me because I took him in to take care of him. But he was fighting. He was fighting with Liger. He was, causing all kinds of chaos with Lily too, and he wouldn't stop. I'm gonna shut the windows. I had the windows open because I wanted to have some fresh air in here. I'll tell you why. Not because of the sewer out there, because of the sewer in my house. Okay, so they're digging it out there. They're really going to town trying to clean that out, okay? So this is what Spirit's asking us to do, and this is probably what Spirit's doing too. I went across, and I videotaped it. I went in and I found him, and yes, he was very depressed. He was very sad. As soon as he saw me, he jumped up and he started talking, and I said, I knew he missed me, and he wanted to come back over here. And so I let him come over, and he was immediately full of life, but he came into our room, and Liger and I had a wonderful last couple of days. After Liger had peed on the floor because he couldn't get into his cat box to release. Because he was afraid if he went outside, he'd get beat up by Prince again. So somebody's not expressing themselves because when they did express themselves, they got beat up. They're afraid to express themselves again. So he would try to express himself in Lily's cat box, but he was too big to go in that box, so he peed all over the floor. So I finally cleaned all that up, right? Got him to the place where he was comfortable going again outside, and then Prince comes into this room. Prince goes immediately over to Liger's food. He wants what Liger has. So somebody wants what somebody else has that's not theirs. Somebody was brought in, somebody was cared for, somebody was, but it moved in on someone else's territory, which was not theirs to have. Now listen to the song. This is what Spirit says. We're going to take care of this. We're going to clean this shit out, right? That's what they're doing down there. They've literally got the workers down in the manhole cleaning out that sewer because it's backed up. Wait till you're announced. We've not yet used all of our graces, says Spirit. The hounds will stay in chains, right? The dogs will stay in chains. Remember the neighbor's dog? There was a problem with the neighbor's dog? Yeah, there we go. It's the skin and craters like the moon. The moon we love like a brother. So there's somebody that's like a brother you took in. Dancing around the lies we tell. Dancing around big eyes as well. Okay, so you know that there's something going on. We got yesterday, there was masquerade. We knew there was something going on. Dancing around the lies they tell. You know what's up. You're intuitive. Their eyes get big, right, when they're caught, but they're dancing around it. They're not telling the full truth. They may tell you a little bit of the truth, but not the full truth. Even the comatose don't dance and tell. They're not saying anything, right? We're going to play dead. We live in cities you never see on screen. Not very pretty, but we sure know how to run things. These are gangsters, right? We live in ruins of the palace within my dreams. I'm kind of, and then I say, or we all say, kind of getting tired of being told to throw my hands up in the air. And the person says, so all the cups got broke. There's shards beneath our feet, but it wasn't my fault. Everyone's competing for a love they won't receive because what this palace wants is release. They're going to clean that sewer out. Liger, this is where he lives. This is his home. I'm his mommy. I brought that person in to take care of him, that little cat, but he attacked. He went after what wasn't his. When he was allowed to come back in, we said, okay, you can come back in, but you've got to obey the rules. We got new rules now. You're not going to be disrespectful. If you want to come in here, you need to be respectful. first thing he does is go over to Liger's food. He doesn't want his food, he wants Liger's food. He wants to take what isn't his. We allow him to share, right? But then when he sees Liger on the bed, Liger, of course, is upset, and Prince immediately goes right to him. So he has to be taken away. He doesn't respect boundaries. So I'm kind of tired of being told to throw my hands up in the air. I'm kind of older than I was when I reveled without a care. This is getting old, right? Everyone is competing for a love they won't receive. What this palace wants is release. I'm going to leave it right there right now because it's pretty clear what's going on. If this is in your life, you'll understand it. If this is you that's doing this, I keep thinking about the songs that we've been getting. The song, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is someone who leans out of his best friend's ride, hollering at a girl. That is his best friend's girl. This is a guy who lies on the couch, who doesn't have a job. He lives off of his friend. His friend supports him, right? So here your friend is supporting you, taking care of you, and you're going after something that belongs to your friend. So it's kind of like Liger, right? This cat comes into the house, we're taking care of this cat, we're sharing with this cat, but the cat's not happy enough to share. The cat wants what is Liger's, and there's a fight. You're welcome to stay if you are respectful of boundaries, but you're not respectful. And so what the palace wants is release. It's not going to work. You're going to have to go somewhere else. You're not respectful of my boundaries. You're trying to take what doesn't belong to you in so many different ways, and Spirit's coming along to clean it up. So it's kind of like the wheel moving forward and Spirit stepping in and saying, you know what, enough is enough. What we want is release. We want you to surrender. This isn't yours. It doesn't belong to you. Stop fighting for what isn't yours. Stop trying to covet your neighbor's wife. Stop trying to covet your neighbor's husband. Stop trying to covet your friend's job or position. It isn't yours. You weren't chosen. The other person got it because they worked for it. The other person got it because they earned it. The other person got it because they were chosen, because it was meant for them, not you. We brought you in, we helped you out, but it isn't for you. And when somebody says to you, this is not for you, you respect the boundaries. If somebody says, I want to share, I will share this with you. You won't take from me. This is also about energy stealing. I'll give you my love. I'll give you my energy. You won't take it. Remember the one who was running around thinking that person was going to attack him and hurt him, and the person, and he stole the money from the man, that wealthy, very generous man, and then felt kind of guilty, and the man went to give him more money and spread it out, and the guy says, no, it's okay, I already took some. And then it's like, geez, and then he was feeling guilty about taking what wasn't his. So somebody is feeling guilty about going after and taking something that wasn't theirs. They would have been shared that. They would have been given that freely. I've said that before. Don't try and steal my energy. Don't use your spiritual gifts. And I mean spiritual gifts as in you have the ability to use your gifts. It doesn't mean that you're using them in the light. Don't come in to my dreams. Don't come in to remote view. Don't come in to try and take what I would have given you myself. You come to me as a man, or you come to me as a woman. You come to me in respect, and I will share. You don't demand what's not yours, and you don't take what's not yours. There's so many messages going, and I'm not talking about myself here. I'm just giving you what I'm being shown. And there's a lot of noise going on outside, right? It's going to cause a big noise. It's going to cause a big disruption to clean it all out. But sometimes that's what Spirit says. Remember, we've been saying, find your voice, speak. Because you've been too quiet for too long. You've been too much of a gentleman or a lady, trying to please everyone, not wanting to rock the boat. But now you're going to make a noise because no one is listening, right? So today we are using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Sorry about that noise, but everybody's got to work. So anyway, I spent the last, hour and a half cleaning up my floor. Liger got all upset again, went over to use his cat box, couldn't fit into it, peed all over the floor again. And I said to my landlord, that's it, take him out. He can't be in here. We tried, but it's not okay. So we've tried, you've tried, and it is what it is. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Okay, here we go. First message. Let me bring my... Oh, and guess what? This might have something to do with things as well. I dreamed about this all last night. I dreamed about somebody that said you were going to be here for me. You said you were going to help me. And, was wah, 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 wah. And then they got all hysterical about something, and then they were going to take off somewhere else. And the person says, well, you weren't ready. And well, yes, I was ready. No, you weren't. You weren't. I waited. I was there, and I was ready for you, and you weren't ready. And the person was getting ready, but the other person didn't see it because it wasn't obvious, I guess. And then it went to, I wake up this morning and I see all these past memories of my life in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, my apartment there, and God, how I loved it, And I think I was thinking probably about it, and it came up because it rained here last night, and I was talking about how I love to play in inclement weather. I love the thunderstorms and the rain. My landlord comes in and says, I dreamed about you going back to Wisconsin. I thought, that's interesting. And then I said, I dreamed about Prince being depressed, and he was. So we're all connecting. We're all getting messages from Spirit. So the reason I'm bringing this all up is pay attention to what your dreams are telling you. We've been asking Spirit, where should I go? What should I do? Right? Or what's going on? Pay attention to the messages that you get in your dreams. And then if you don't understand what it's all about, like I didn't know what I was watching at first last night until my landlord contacted me and told me what was going on with Prince, and I realized he was feeling like, oh, well, you said you would be here for me. You gave me all this special treatment, and now you've pulled away. The thing is, we do that for a lot of people. When people are hurting, we give them, extra special attention. But like even for myself as a spiritual teacher, I spend a lot of time with a lot of people, but I've got a lot of people that I deal with, and I have my own life and my own issues. So I may have spent a lot of time with you, but I can't spend all my time with you. I have to take care of my own life, my own self, and there's a lot of other people, right? So this is about not leaning on someone else to do your work. You do your own work. You're shown what to do. Spirit gives you the tools. Use them. You're exhausting me. You're exhausting somebody else in your life. Stop feeling like a victim. Stop feeling like a martyr. Stop leaning on everyone else to fix your mess. Do it yourself. Okay, here we go. Hope. Yeah. Love this. Love this because of the barn swallows. Remember? The barn swallows. The harbingers of hope. And here Spirit stands there with their hands out. With this giant ball, and look in the center. Who is that? Is that you? Is that what you have within you? This is enlightenment. So this is you being enlightened right now. You're being enlightened. Maybe something has just come to you. Maybe through all of this stuff that I was saying, or the dreams that you've been getting, or the messages that you've been getting. Maybe you're starting to put two and two together, and you're realizing, oh my God. I was written to this morning. The person that said to me in my dream, that was supposed to be helping me out or doing whatever I was supposed to do, and then they took off and they weren't there for me. I got ready and I was, whoever I was, they gave me a name, and then that person wrote to me this morning and was trying to stir stuff up, and I thought, geez, it's a Libra. It's a Libra. That's all I know is it's a Libra. And you've been enlightened. And that's what I watched last night. Somebody had been enlightened about what was going on. So right now, Spirit is handing you enlightenment, and they're bringing it to you in many different ways. They're bringing it to you in animal messengers, in events that are going on in your own personal surroundings. What happens with the animals. Those represent people and situations. And it's not just me, because I have so many people writing to me saying, oh my God, you have no idea. This is blah, 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 right? So many different things. So here is Spirit saying, here is your enlightenment, right? Or they're coming forward and they're bringing you something that you've been asking for. There's a lot of green, healing, love. This yellow is solar plexus, forward movement, divine masculine, sunshine, hope, happiness, growth, color of green, right? So whatever it is, when it comes forward, this is telling you that what you've been asking for is going to be fulfilled, but in time. It all comes with work. It all comes in divine timing. And it's showing you that this force is coming from within you. It's not just Spirit coming. This Spirit is within you as well, right? We have our answers within ourselves. Spirit gives us clues, guidance, and we are meant to work on, and with the gifts that we have these gifts. This could be healing hands. What can you do to heal a situation in your own life or that of another? It's about success. It's about faith. It's definitely about enlightenment because of the brightness. But we have the ability to grasp this, to understand this, to bring this to ourselves. As the hummingbird says, what might feel impossible to yourself and others is absolutely, truly possible. Right now, I've got I'll watch this, see if he comes back again. It's funny. As soon as I turn around to show you guys, he probably won't come back. But I've been watching a barn swallow, which is the harbinger of hope. He's not going to come back. He kept circling around and around right here. He'd go around. There he is again. Okay, watch. He's going to come around again. It's funny. So that's the message. It's coming around again. There he is. He just spun up around and he's going around and around and around. There he is, okay? So that's what it's telling you. It's coming back around again. What you send out, you get back. What you put in to something, you get back out of it. And what's coming around again is hope. What's coming around again is healing, success, enlightenment. This is a beautiful message. Whether you are successful or whether you're a failure, whether you are moving forward and active or whether you are stuck and a martyr, depends on what you're thinking and what you believe. If you believe that you are stuck, you're stuck. Remember that guy that was, bound to that family tree? No, you're not. You're not. That's your own fear, your own belief system. That guy that was running around thinking everyone was out to get him. Everyone's going to get him. Everyone's going to do this and that, and everything's going to blow up around you. No, it isn't. It's all in your head. You want to tell yourself you're a failure, you're a failure. You want to tell yourself you're successful, you're successful. It's the power of your belief. So Spirit says, use your intuition, use your gifts for the positive. Reach for your goals. Reach out to the hand that's reaching out, that's handing you something, Spirit says. Don't push away what your soul's been longing for and then sit in a corner licking your wounds and feeling sorry for yourself. You said you'd always be here for me. You said you'd take care of me. Yeah? Well, get up on your own feet. You're healed now. You're healed enough to be able to do for yourself. You've been shown the tools to use. You've been shown. Start using Google. Start paying attention to your dreams. Start asking Spirit yourself for what this means. What does it mean for me? A teacher doesn't do your work. A teacher shows you what you can do, right? We give you the tools. This is what you do. A fisherman doesn't fish for the entire village and keep bringing you fish and expect the village to be able to be self-sufficient. Jesus taught people how to fish, right? I'm not going to do your work for you. And if you are doing someone's work for them, you are aiding and abetting this weakness, this pathetic martyrdom, this victim. You're not helping anyone. Spirit's told you, you've done enough. Let it go. Cut it loose. Let Spirit step in. They've got their own angels. They've got their own God. They've got their own gifts. They've got their own abilities. We all do. We all have to do our own work. So stop doing everybody else's work for them. And stop coming to other people and expecting other people to do your work for you. Stop riding on the big dogs. The big dogs, stop riding for free. You know what this palace wants is release. The hounds will be kept in chains. The big dogs that want to ride for free. I saw that guy show up yesterday. Remember the guy that I saw with the long silver hair? They had the big watch and the shiny car and the rings. Well, guess what? He doesn't have silver hair. He is a silver fox because he's sneaky and he's slippery and he puts himself out like a shiny benevolent facade. He preaches the preach, but he doesn't walk the walk. And I saw him with a big shiny watch and rings on his fingers. They looked more like they didn't even look like rings. They looked like brass knuckles that were set like rings. Yeah. He had long hair all right, but it was dark. There was no silver that I could see. And he showed up. I saw a vision of this guy, almost like a cartoon character. He had a hat, cowboy hat, because he was a big dog that was trying to ride for free. And he had long hair pulled back, and he had, what did he have? The big shiny watch, big fat shiny watch, and several rings. But I swear they didn't look like rings. They looked more like a freaking like brass knuckles. I'm telling you. He wanted to appear in a certain way, but he wasn't. So he showed up, that slick one. And I get that message a lot, that these are the professional sick people. These are the ones that, no, we need you. I need you. What about me? What about me? You said you'd be here for me. You can take care of yourself. You know how to ride that horse. You've been riding on the horse of everyone else and having them do your work. You can ride, you can get off that horse, and you can do your own work. So whatever it is, reach for your goals, reach for your desires, and they'll be yours when you have the hope, when you have the belief, when you put the work in. Keep a positive attitude. Recognize that none of us get anywhere without having faith, without having belief, without trusting in Spirit, without trusting that the guidance that we get is correct, without doing our work. Our attitude is what it is. This is the star card. This is make a wish on the star. But you don't just twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. You know, you shine at night and I'm going to make my wish and I want it all to come to me. No, sorry. Sorry. All the cups broke beneath your feet, but it wasn't your fault? Really? Really? Because the Grail Knight, the one who's classy, the one who's done his work, he comes before the Father and he bows down on that broken glass and he holds up his chalice and he says, this is me humbling myself before you, but I am not perfect. I stand before you, a humbled man. I bend down on my knee. And what you see is a broken man, but this is the truth of who I am. This is me. That is a person who's successful. That is a person who has learned, who has grown, who has healed, who now knows how to help another. Not the big dogs that ride for free. Ooh, loving these messages. Okay, correct neutrality on all levels. I don't ever go along with what, everyone else says about the card. Woo! Just gotta hear what this song is. That was too loud. Don't suppose I'll ever know what it means to be a man? Oh, that's too bad. I want to wake up where you are. I want to wake up where you are. Well, you know what? If you want to wake up and be where someone else is, the success that they are, or who they are, then you need to do your work, right? And if you want to wake up and be where somebody else is who is on their spiritual path, then you need to walk your spiritual path. And if you want to wake up and be where somebody is, you need to open your mouth and speak, and you need to go after what it is that you want, right? But not if it belongs to somebody else. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I don't like guys or women who go after somebody else's love interest. I have no respect for that, and I will never be your friend. And I won't be quiet about it. I won't be quiet about it. I find that vile and disgusting. I've never been cheated on that I was aware of, and I've never cheated on anyone else, and I have never gone after anybody else's man. And you'll never get me if you do that. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Ha! Victory and success. However, it comes upside down. So this isn't a reverse deck. So we've already talked about how you won't be victorious and why you won't be victorious. So we'll look at victory and success, and we'll see it in the upright, because this, as I said, I am going to speak about it. I will, because I have to, because it did come up in reverse. But here you see this man. Why is this man blowing his own horn? He has climbed to the top of that mountain. He has come through that dark time. He is reaching for the divine masculine within himself and listening to spirit. He's done his work, and that's why he's victorious. And spirit's here to say to you, because you've done so, good news is on its way. You're coming out of a dark time. This is full circle completion. A time period that comes that you've earned, that you've worked hard for. It's a very, very difficult period. And for you to climb that mountain, look at you've worked so hard. You've worked hard for that, and people know that, and they're happy for your success. Spirit is too. They're proud of you for what you've done. That Grail Knight that comes forward after going through the battles, and he comes before his king, before his father, and he bends down on his knee and he presents himself humbly. He's being knighted. He's being recognized for his work. How you came triumphantly through it. You handled yourself like a champ. You were an example. You worked so hard. You put in the time, the effort, your life's blood. You've learned a lot. You've become much wiser through your trials, haven't you? You've grown up. You're not a baby anymore. You may have been a babe when you went out into the world, but after you've had the shit kicked out of you and you've picked yourself back up, and you didn't lay there in the corner licking your wounds and saying, you know, mommy needs to do it for me, daddy needs to do it for me. What about me? You got to take care of me. You went out and did it yourself. You struggled. And you didn't do it by yourself. You did it because you relied on spirit. You did have soul family. None of us have done it alone. But spirit is very proud of you for recognizing when you needed to ask for help. But you didn't ride on the backs of others. You were grounded. You were centered, you were balanced. You did the work. And you might not have been at first, and we don't all stay that way. We stumble, we fall, we pick ourselves back up, but we do the work that we need to do. And we listen. And humbly, accept our lessons. And when we're wrong, we apologize. And we change. We're not the ones that keep saying you're sorry and keep doing the same thing again and again, expecting a different result, or expecting you to, keep wiping my ass. Grow up. You have grown up. So Spirit tells you right now, yes, you've been victorious. You have come through it. You're standing on your own. You did it. You did it. You accepted Spirit's help. You accepted their guidance. You've done the work. You've struggled, and you've gotten to the place where you can stand up. You might not be standing, really, really firm and strong. This guy's kind of got shaky knees. But you're up there. You did it. And Spirit says, yes, you can be proud of yourself, but keep your ego in check. And remember, you didn't do it alone. Right? Don't blow it by blowing your own horn, tooting your own horn, being totally arrogant. This is somebody saying, Yahoo! I'm so excited. I'm so happy that I've made it through, that I've seen the light. I've come back and I've reached to the top of my mountain. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain, Spirit said, and you did. And you went and you retreated and you meditated and you figured things out and you did your personal work and you did your introspection. And you've come to the top of the mountain and you're looking up and you're saying, thank you, Father. Thank you for allowing me this gift to see who I could become and what I could do and how I could help myself and others. You have gone through something very difficult and you've come out the other side of it. And you'll be able to do even more. Now get this, however. To whom much is given, much is expected. So don't expect this to be your last mountain. But you will be able to achieve it. And so when we get to that place in another time, when you don't think you're going to be able to do it again, you go back and you remember this time. And if you're not here yet, remember a time when you were. Right? This is an awesome message. It's a positive message. It's a good message. I had to do it both ways because it did come in reverse. Not that I'm trying to, take somebody's thunder or take away their accolades. If I like the way you look so much, you should go love yourself. This is somebody who was using somebody else's name to get into the best places. This is somebody that was riding on somebody else's coat strings. They recognized, they woke up and they realized, wow, my mom never liked you. But I got so caught up in my work, so caught up in all of this that I failed to see what was truly going on. And now you've come back around. No, I'm not interested in you. And, if you're that in love with yourself, you need to go love yourself. Because in all truth, you're not in love with yourself. You don't love yourself. That's why you're so rotten. Go practice self-love and figure yourself out, but don't come around to me. Emotional loss. Now, this is nice because emotional loss is in reverse. And that goes along well with that song, right? So here we are in a time of emotional heartache. A time where you're clutching onto your heart. Your heart is hurting. You're grieving someone or something that you were attached to. Maybe it could be a person. It could be, like I said, the job that you worked so hard for and it all fell apart or you lost it. This is suffering, sadness, pain, but it's in reverse. This is somebody who lost their way, right? But now, heck no. Whoop! This is good. This is just like the one guy. I figured it out. I thought I lost something in you, and I realized I didn't lose anything. I spent all my time. I thought that I was going to miss you, but I realized I miss myself more. I thought that I wasn't going to be able to move forward without that job, without that relationship, without your attention. And I realized I lost myself. I was so consumed and focused on you and that and all the unimportant things, and I realized big changes came along. A significant change took place in my life, and I recognized I need to call on my higher self. I woke up. I realized I got to the top of that mountain. I realized, wow, you've been riding on me for free. I got some information. I was enlightened. Somebody showed me, holy crap, who you truly are. Maybe I just woke up one day and I realized who you are. I looked in the mirror and I said to myself, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to even be associated with that group, organization, job. I don't want this job. I put all my time and energy into something that I don't even believe in anymore. It doesn't suit me. You know what? I was so concerned about climbing this ladder, to success and becoming something and somebody, and I wanted to fit into that group, and I wanted to reach that climb the ladder of success and and get a name for myself. And along the way, I lost myself. I fell off my spiritual path. But I woke up and I realized, wow, when that job went, when that relationship went, I didn't lose anything. I gained my freedom. I can swing up, I can go down the slide right into the light. I'm going to ride that right down into the light and get the hell out of here. Holy moly, I feel good. It's a release. Because what this palace wants is release, right? I'm kind of tired of being told to throw my hands in the air. That was before, but now it's like, whee! Let's take that slide and ride on out into the light. I'm following the light. I'm going away from the darkness. I'm going away from that shiny, benevolent facade. I'm going away from that group. I'm going away from that job that's just sucking the life's blood out of me, that's all consuming. I'm going away from that town that I thought was so full of glitz and glamour, and I'm going to go back to a simpler time in life where I'm comfortable and relaxed, and I felt good, and I had friends that I could count on, and they were real. I didn't have to worry about who wanted me for something that I had. I didn't have to worry about who's my friend, right? I feel good. I feel good. Na, na, na. You know? I feel good. Yeah, baby. What's the next one? Great day start with Good Day LA. Good Day LA.
One after another, out-of-state billionaires buy our politicians.
Let's not follow the lead of Donald Trump, shall we? Let's not follow the lead of Donald Trump. Because remember that guy? The guy that I saw as the long silver hair? The wicked queen? The silver queen? I saw him as Donald Trump. And he was the head of the organization. He was the head of the company. He's the one who wore the big watch with all the rings and had the cowboy hat and he was riding for free. Let's not follow the lead of Donald Trump. That would be a good day, LA. Yeah. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Last card. Ooh. They were kind of thinking, yeah, maybe not that one. Material harvest upside down. And Liger's snoring right now. Hi. Hi, are you relaxing now that the trader's gone? Yeah, that's a message. Yeah, he was somebody brought in and into the company and we were trying to help him out, or into the family trying to help him out, or her, and just caused all kinds of chaos, right? And you got in trouble, but it wasn't your fault. You're the one. All the pee got on the floor, but it wasn't my fault, right? It's because I was afraid to go out there and get the shit kicked out of me. But now I can relax again because that interloper is gone and I can keep myself clean. Oh, I'll listen to these messages later and I'll get them all. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with that sweet little cat. That little cat needs to just go somewhere else, right? And that could be the message. Nothing necessarily wrong with you. You just don't belong where you thought you were supposed to go. Okay, so material harvest in reverse. So that may have something to do with what, well, I'm sure it definitely does have something to do with what we were just talking about. This is you with all this material harvest in front of you, right? This is a bounty. This is a fulfillment of your wishes. This is everything coming in towards you, everything you've worked in, put all the time in, and you've gotten, you've been reaping this. But this is maybe somebody who is not going to get this because you didn't work for it. We reap what we sow, right? This could be you the big dog who thought you were going to get all this, but you know what? You're not going to get it. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. You're not going to get it. So count on it. Now, in the reverse, in a different way of looking at this could be you've decided, I wanted all of this. I worked so hard for this. I really, really wanted it, but I had to lose it all. I had to lose it all before I realized. There's a song. Hold on. I had to lose it all. I had to lose it all. Lyrics. I can hear the music, but I can't. Linkin Park in the end. It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep it in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know is that time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Now you think about that. Think about that. how we've been getting at one of the addictions that we've been having, that we've had to let go of, is workaholism. People that work 24/7, right? And remember, I got so caught up in my job that I didn't realize what was going on. Because you were so consumed with succeeding and going after all of this, that things that were important you didn't recognize, and you got caught up with the wrong people, right? This was so important to you, to belong to that group, to those people, to have that stuff. Or you were just so sidetracked that you didn't even see what was going on in your life with your family, with everyone around you that should have mattered to you. But all you know is time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks away. It's so unreal. You don't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on. They don't even know. I wasted it all just to watch you go. I worked so hard. I focused on this instead of my family, that I lost my family. I focused on this instead of my spiritual path, and I lost my way. I focused on this instead of who I should have focused on, and I watched you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard to get so far. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I don't know why. Try so hard. In spite of the way that you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so far. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. I tried so hard to get so far. I put my trust in you. I pushed as far as I could go for all of this. For all of this? There's only one thing you should know. I put my trust in you. I pushed as far as I can go. One thing you should know. I tried so hard, and I got so far. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I had to fall to lose it all, to realize it doesn't matter. So maybe this is you. This is the one that has recognized, wow, you wanted this. You wanted to get to this place. You wanted to be popular. You wanted to have a name. You wanted to be successful. You got involved with some woman who was part of that whole scene. She was gorgeous. She was shiny, or he was hot. He was a leader. He had a big shiny watch and a big shiny car. And he had a lot of stuff, but he didn't have a heart. He didn't have a soul. He wasn't spiritually awake, and I lost my way. But I recognized that, wow, and now that I'm here, or maybe it's just now that I'm here, and I've got all of this in front of me, I look around and where's my family? Where's the one I love? Where are my true friends? I don't even know who I can trust anymore. And you recognize it doesn't matter. And then maybe you worked for someone. Maybe that's all they wanted from you, was what you could give them. But you were the one that was aiding and abetting. You were the one that was pampering and taking care of somebody that just wanted this. And it was so important to you. And then you woke up and you realized, damn, you're so in love with yourself and what you can get. You've got into all of the clubs because of me and my name. You just used me. And when that all fell apart, I realized, I don't want it. I'm free. All of this, that doesn't mean anything to me. That doesn't keep me warm at night. I have no trust. You acted like I was your property, like you owned me. But I figured it out. Maybe it's that. It could be that you are at a time when... I'm going to leave it at that. Because those are the messages that come to my mind. Those are the messages. I was going to say something different, but no. That's what Spirit's wanting me to along with the songs and the other things that we've been getting, that's pretty much the message. So I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to see what the radio is. I know it said that was it, but I don't want to leave on a negative note. I need to let you go. Your eyes that shine so bright, I want to save that light. So this is the Grail Knight. This is the one who's down on his knees as a broken man, saying, didn't want you to see all of my demons, and I don't know how to do this without your help. Yes, you can. All you have to do is look up. I no longer will feel pity for that kind of an attitude. I will no longer spend my time trying to talk you out of this. I don't want to hear the emails that I get constantly with the same negative story over and over again. This is me stopping giving you that attention that I gave you. This is what I watched in my dream last night. I don't want that negative energy. You've had enough. You've had enough information, and you're going to be one of those professional sick people. This is somebody who is a never-ending pit. This is somebody who has an insatiable void that will never be filled because they are a professional sick person. They are a professional sad person. I don't have pity for that anymore. We've all been through shit. We all have gifts, and we all can do our job. Suffering in silence, no more. But here's this one, suffering in silence. Looking out across the desert. It's barren. Come up on this sad, lonely quest. Have you been suffering in silence? Are you the one you don't feel like anyone's there for you? There is no one around. Those mountains look sharp. There's no green. But there's blue in the sky above. There is blue in the sky above. And there is a sun ahead. And there are birds flying ahead. Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Or are you looking ahead and realizing, you know what? There's sun over that ridge. I'm tired. Is there something that you want to say that you haven't said? The number 9, that's the end. 10 is the doorway. So there's the end of something, completion. Are you done? Are you done whining and complaining? Are you done suffering over your suffering? Are you done licking your wounds in the corner? Are you done? Are you ready to let go of all your negative self-talk and negative belief systems and in the way that you keep living this dismal existence? Are the issues in your life consuming you to the point where this is what you see yourself as? You're the victim. You're the martyr. Your mind is doing this to you because that sky is blue. And when I look at that, I think that looks like something I would like to explore. I see the red rocks in Sedona and the blue sky and the bright sun and the red hawks flying above and the giant ravens and the eagles and my staff. You can look at this negative or you can look at this positive, but you're choosing to look at it negative. So if you want to let go of all your sadness and your worry and your, like that person that was running around thinking everyone was out to get them and everything was going to go wrong and they were just hopeless. We've had spare, what are they called? Barn swallows circling the house. We had floods of them yesterday. Flocks telling you that there's a lot of hope. There is a positive new path in front of you if you want to look for it. If you want to look out there and see a rotten, barren, burnt desert, bare feet, blisters, I can't do this, that's what you're going to get. Because you are stuck here. And when you don't face your own fear, false expectations appearing real, false evidence appearing real, feeling sorry for yourself, why are you feeling this way? What is it that you need to address that's coming up that's making you feel sad? What can you do to get yourself out of this? What can you do to make things better? First of all is power of positive thinking. And I don't care. I don't care. Don't tell me. You don't know what I've been through. I have been through probably everything you've been through. Probably everything you've been through. And this is now why I've been through it all. Because I get to say this. Yes, my child was molested by my husband. Yes, I was physically abused for 10 years. Yes, I was mentally tortured. Yes, I lost my homes. Yes, I lost my little sister. My parents split up. My little sister died. I lost all of my possessions again and again. I lost my job. I had to move. My grandmother died. My mother died in my arms. You want to go on? I've been through it. I've been stabbed in the back by somebody that I gave everything to. I gave the shirt off my back and I was spit at. I've had it all. Someone I trusted completely betrayed me. I've had it all. And I'm not going to sit here in a puddle and feel sorry for myself. Because that's not the way I'm made. So if you get to do this, that's your choice. You've got the power that I have. You have the same strength within you that I have. You have the same God that I have. You have the same gifts that I have. Yes, I get down. Yes, I cry. We all do, but we are not allowed to stay there. And if you stay there, then you get to stay there by yourself. So if you're feeling alone and lonely and you're like a little, you may ask yourself, am I a little black rain cloud? Do I go around complaining constantly? Do I go around feeling sorry for myself? Do I go around stirring up trouble? Do I go around looking for the negative in everything? Do I list all the negative things off in my life? Do I watch negative movies? Do I read negative books? Do I hang out with negative people? Do I fill my void with alcohol, drugs, sex, food, work, instead of choosing to get out and go for a walk? Clear my head, clear my energy, pick up some crystals, do some research, clean my house. Do you have a filthy, dirty house? Maybe that's why you're feeling negative. Are you 50 pounds overweight? Maybe you need to go for a walk. Maybe you need to put that donut down. Pick up an apple. You know? Don't bitch and complain and make rude, nasty, narcissistic comments about people that have beautiful bodies as they go running by. Why do you think they have a beautiful body? Because they work at it. Am I being a bitch right now? Tough. Tough. Start being positive. Start counting all of the reasons that you have to be grateful for. It's gray and it's rainy and it's cold. Wah! It's fresh. It's beautiful. The rain has cleansed away all of the dust and dirt. It smells amazing. Everything's recharged. The grasses are growing. The plants are coming up. The birds are moving. It smells amazing out there. It feels good to have it nice and cool, you know, when it's been so bloody hot. It's been snowing all winter. Really? I love the snow. Yeah, well, you wouldn't if you lived here. I did. I lived in Wisconsin. 30 below zero wind chill factor, burning my face off, and I loved it. There's all kinds of beautiful things that you can find everywhere you need to go. Everywhere you are, there's something that you can find that's good. You know what you can do? You can think about somebody who's in Syria or on the other side of the Mexican Tijuana border, that all those refugees that have nowhere to go. And then you ask yourself how bad your life is. Stop your whining and complaining. And yes, I did want something positive. I'm hoping for something positive. Come on! But I guess, you know, when I hit it hard like this, I don't feel this way, by the way. I'm actually in a really good mood. I'm very grateful for where I am. I feel fantastic. This is perfect weather for me to go for a power walk, which I'll be going today. And I'm hungry. I'm going to get up and make myself a yummy smoothie, right? A healthy smoothie with my greens in it. And I'm excited thinking about that. So, no, I'm not just feeling depressed and negative, and I'm not angry at anybody. My heart's full of love. And I'm excited because I've had the hope swallows flying all around me. And I snuggled with my cats last night, and it felt good. I saw friends in pictures last night, and I missed them, and it feels good. What about all the broken happy ever afters? What about us? What about all the plans that ended in disaster? What about love? What about trust? What about us? What about it? What about it? What are you going to do about it? Right? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? This is where I am. Okay. So where do you want to be tomorrow? I am strong. I am powerful. I am enlightened. I am a strong spiritual being. I have love in my heart. I have the capacity to love. I draw positive experiences to me, to my life, because I send love out. I smile when I see somebody walk by on the street. If I see something on the ground that shouldn't be there, I pick it up and I throw it in the trash. I pet the puppy that walks by. I go up and I smell that beautiful rose that's growing in the neighbor's garden as I walk past. I look for things to be happy about. I change my attitude. Myself. Sacral chakra. This is something that Spirit talked to me about last night. Now this was upside down too. So, and there's a message in this, because what they were saying is your sacral chakra needs to be motivated, okay? It needs to be balanced and cleared and motivated. Your sacral chakra is your seat of your sexual energy and your creativity. Move, dance. You got to move. That's why I was hearing power walk, get outside, move. It was upside down. So you've been too sedentary, right? You have not been creative. You have not been moving. You have not been active. You have not been, why have you not? Why have you not? I haven't been dancing. I haven't been singing. I haven't been doing my yoga. I haven't been nurturing myself. I haven't been giving myself love. So I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to focus on, because I've been feeling like the little black rain cloud. Well, I'm going to change that attitude. How am I going to do that? Well, yoga would be a really good thing, right? I'm going to clear and balance my chakras. I'm going to stretch. It's good for my body. I'm going to go out and go for a power walk. I'm going to turn on the radio with some happy music, and I'm going to dance around my room. I love dancing. I love dancing. Maybe you can go to a dance class, like an exercise dance class. I love those. Remember Jazzercise? They don't have those around right now. Not where I'm at. That would be kind of cool. But so do whatever you need to do to balance your sacral chakra, because you might be finding yourself in a creative rut, right? You're not drawing love to you because you're feeling wah, you know? So I love myself. Go stand in the mirror and say, I love you, Sherry. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of how hard you've worked. I'm never going to leave you. I'm always going to support you. I think you're beautiful just the way you are. I forgive you. I trust you. I count on you. I feed you properly. I give you proper exercise. I fill your mind with positive things. I focus on positive things that'll lift my vibration. I take myself away from toxic energy and surround myself with positive energy. I meditate. I pray. I say thank you. I smile. I laugh. I love you, Sherry. I trust you, Sherry. I take care of you, Sherry. I believe in you, Sherry. I honor you, Sherry. I respect you. Try it. Feels really good, actually. Those things came out really easily when I said them. They just kind of like flowed. Okay, so I'm done with this deck. This deck was a little heavy. Maybe that's why yesterday we didn't get this deck and the other, because it was like, damn, it was already, it was enough. So let's do this. I know that this is going to give us something good. We're going to go to the Spirit Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. And we're not going to turn on the radio, because right now, the radio announcer is obviously not feeling very good, right? They're looking at the crappy weather and they're putting on sad songs. Don't put on sad songs. Put on happy songs. Put on something fun. So if the radio is playing crappy music, put on a CD. Choose your CD. Put on a meditation. I've got this Now Healing CD. I love it. It's so awesome. Oops, sorry. I know I have to put you guys on your side because I had to charge my phone. And Spirit is already gone, and they've cleaned out all that shit. Remember the truck that was out there cleaning out the sewer? It's gone. So that's what Spirit needed to have done. And that's why those messages were given. So sometimes it has to happen. Okay. Let's leave this on a positive, shall we? I mean, it's all positive when we take the messages that Spirit gives us. And when I listen to these messages, I'm not just spouting these. I mean, I do walk my walk and talk my talk. I'll do all the things that I say. I pay attention. I get reprimanded by my higher self and by Spirit all the time, and it happens very quickly. And I act on it. Otherwise, because I don't want to be miserable. I want all the good in my life to come to me. I don't want to focus on the negative. I do want to release what's not in my highest good. I don't want toxic energy around me. So if it's my attitude and if I'm focusing in a negative way, I need to smarten up. And one of the ways to do that is to get outside and go for a power walk. It does. It changes my attitude. Turn on happy music. Feed myself something good. Right? I do listen to these messages. I take it. Because I want what's in the highest and best. Magic! Yeah! Yay! Okay. This is awesome. Thank you for this message. Magic! Magic is coming your way. There is a blessing in disguise on its way to you. We got this in our weekly reading. You don't know about it. It's coming behind you. It's all lit up. So, that's your message. Something magical is about to happen. It's about to come into your life, and it's a blessing in disguise. You don't have to go looking for it. But Spirit says, keep your mind open. Keep your heart open. I'm curious. What is it? What is it in regards to? What is it in regards to? Can you give us a clue? What is it in regards to? Let's see. Look into the mirror at yourself. Don't you like you? 'Cause I like you. Perfect song. It's what I just said. Yeah. Yeah. This is a blessing in disguise. Here we go. This is what we're supposed to do. Yeah, you are. We're dancing. We're dancing. You're dancing with me. That's a blessing in disguise. He's bringing sexy back. Woo! Pretty babe, you see the shackles, baby, I'm your slave. I'll let you whip me if I misbehave. No one makes me feel this way. Yeah. Woohoo! And look what's right on top. Dreaming of you. Yeah, baby. Dreaming of you. Somebody that you love will appear to you in your dreams. And it's somebody who's bringing sexy back. It's a blessing in disguise. Woo! Okay, that was just right on top, so we got it. So let's get another one. Forgiveness. Wow. Okay, here we go. Now, there's a blessing in disguise, okay? Here's this guy dragging around his cross, right? Oh, he's feeling so sad. This is the guy. This is the moi guy, right? Forgiveness is required. Self-forgiveness and forgiveness of others. We got someone bringing sexy back. We got someone dreaming of us, right? And it's somebody that you're going to be dreaming of. It's about healing old wounds. We're not going to be this victim. We're not going to be the martyr. We're not going to be the sad sack. Do you remember Sad Sack? That's a cartoon from 100 years ago. Because dragging yourself around like this, you're just hurting yourself. You're hurting everybody else, too, that's around you. That's why nobody wants to be around you, because you're miserable. So stop beating yourself up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive everybody around you. And recognize that you've got a blessing coming. You'll be dreaming of them tonight. I wonder who it is. Recognize that you are loved. And accept the love that's offered to you, because someone's bringing sexy back. Love that ending. Okay, love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.